funny. Hello, friends. Paintheads, our worldwide audience. It's James Kalm, your half-assed reporter. Shout out to our friends in Cork, Ireland, South Africa, and Bushwick. And we're gonna run in and check out an exhibition by this artist, Andrew Cranston, at Kalm. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is a show by Andrew Cranston here at Kalm. I've received a lot of pleading requests that I come in and cover it. They were saying that these pieces are distemper. It was your birthday and a seagull sat on your head 2021. Rabbit skin glue and pigment on bleached linen, or bleached canvas, 82 by 70. Well, I kind of glanced in through the front window 2 or 3 times as I've cruised through the neighborhood recently, but I didn't have a chance to come in and catch the show. Okay, I like the delicacy of the figure work. This is Landscape with Rangers Players, 2021. 74 by 55. Anyway, I kind of glanced through and saw parts of some paintings, and I was thinking that Andrew's use of a lot of these midtones and tertiary colors made me think of some early Bonnard and Vuillard. Also, they're making a lot of the uniqueness of him using the rabbit skin glue, but that's a technique that's very ancient. It's called distemper. And, I got the little fawn of somebody playing the flute on the beach side. I think it was Tellar was using distemper for about the last 5 or 7 or 8 years in a lot of his paintings. That they were showing over Chime and Reed. Cornwall, 1979. This is 2021. Okay, I love it when they the titles of the paintings have gotten dates. Sometimes it's a couple of dates, and then also it's taking them 2 or 3 years to finish the painting, so you have kind of like a wormhole in time in the title. This is 70 by 94. Actually, I would say it's more like 94 by 70, so that's nearly 8 by 6 feet. So I'm looking at this, and it's talking about people using distemper till R. And Gregory Amanoff was using distemper back in the 90s, maybe. And I'm also looking at this and thinking that this section of the wall almost looks like Andrew's gone in and bleached the little sections between the stones, the grout. And this is titled, "Let's Talk About This Story of Yours." Well, I like this piece. I'll just draw your attention to a couple of interesting things. I like the way the background scene through the windows is kind of misty, kind of soft and foggy. And then the little figures in the front are much more articulate, so more contrasty. So this is kind of funny. These chairs seem to shrink and grow. That chair is normal size. That chair looks a little tiny. And then we've got, little chairs on the tables. Oh, and a turtle. Oh, seems like a popular show. Deja Vu. It's 90 by 78. And well, there are aspects of Andrew's painting that I think goes back to of classic French academic painting, Poussin, the figures in the landscape, but does have a very kind of gentle, almost watercolory like brush handling. I was also thinking that there was an artist that was, I think he was from Chicago, that was very popular in the 70s and the 80s, named Irving Petlin, kind of a nouveau pointillist. This work kind of makes me think of. Okay, I think this one is titled Ring the Bell. And I'm not even going to read it, but I'm going to estimate that this is 70 by 60 inches, 58 inches, something like that. And again, we've got these kinds of interesting paint stuff happening. I think Ross Bleckner did a whole series of paintings for a couple of years where he was dealing with bleach on canvas. It's a very classic format. We've got the figure in the wicker chair and the little dog. So it's interesting, he's got a lot of sections where he's kind of scraping things in, scraping them out, adding some textural things. And, well, kind of interesting the way that he's placing his characters to create some kind of a narrative. I think someone was saying narratives of nostalgia. Let's go in the back room. But these are all smaller, and if I'm not mistaken, a lot of these are on various book covers. The Hue of an Orange, 2019 to 2021. Oil and varnish on hardback book cover, 11 5/8 by 9.5. Okay, so Andrew has switched back over to the oil paints. Actually, I've seen a booth full of Andrew's paintings at one of the, maybe it was Freeze a couple of years ago. And it was just the book covers. Checking for ticks. Okay, that's a timely subject. I was going to say sometimes the paintings make reference to the titles of the books. Border Lament, 20 by 7. Yes. So some of these, he's got this like a poured layer of lacquer on top of this, which is actually kind of the exact opposite kind of surface with the high glosses you get with the rabbit skin glue and the dry pigment. It's titled House of Famous Poet. (11 by 8). And, okay, I was wondering what the book cover that one is on. This actually makes me think a little bit of a T-Bout. The Flux of River Clyde. Well, I was going to say one of the nice things about the working on the book covers is you've already got a board there, and then you've got a piece of, if it's a good book, a fairly decent piece of fabric over the top. And I can't criticize anybody for painting on a book cover. I've actually got a Purvis Young painting that's on a book cover that I love. I think this might be my favorite piece of the small ones. Harvest of a Quiet Eye. So I've got something like a Tuscany landscape in the back, and a beautiful landscape. Also had these textures that look like they were scraped on over corrugated cardboard or something, are all kind of subsumed under that layer of lacquer. I've got the little dog face there. 12 by 9.25. Herney Farm Table. Okay, so we've actually got the whole book cover sort of unfolded. And maybe Andrew reads the books. I don't think anybody else does. I think book reading has kind of gone out of fashion. Someone was mentioning that they liked the contrast here, and the little lamp in the middle of the table really does illuminate things. Okay, almost almost done here. To kiss the breeze of summer, and finally, this is also a pretty good one. Poof, with peanut. Oil and varnish on the hardback book cover. This book's covers. So, I was actually using the spine as one of the reinforcing parts of the composition. So I like the color thing on this. Running up half the block to the ancillary Karma Gallery. We're back in the mask mode here. Okay. So it looks like we've got another selection of the book cover paintings here. Some of these could even be on paperbacks. Sneak up and get a closer view of this one. Two Figures in a Room, 2021. Rabbit skin glue and pigment on hardback book cover. I do like the way Andrew keys his palette. Sticks with a lot of mid-tones. Supper. This is oil. Us in France. This is oil and varnish. 7 1/8 by 5 1/4. Oh, I like that. Frisky. This is breakfast. One day, this will be a long time ago. Okay, I like this. We got the little campers in their tent. It's like some kind of a mountain in the background. But here we've got the spine of the book, July 1863. A lot of stuff happened in that year. After Paul, 10 and 7/8 by 9 1/2 inches. And again, we've got this layer of varnish resin. And it makes this seem like an enamel. Our kitties. Okay, I like the title on this one. Kinds of Blue. I've been working on a series of paintings about blue for the last 6 months. 8 1/4 by 5 3/4. Actually, I like the richness of some of the smaller paintings, and gosh, I could see Andrew expanding on that. I'd love to see something like this 3 by 4 feet, maybe. Flowers of Grace. Seven 5/8 by 10. Madame Duscent. Okay, this definitely makes me think of a Vuillard. It's 9 by 6 3/4. Ayrshire shapes. 11 by 7 1/8. And again, we've got a nice kind of open reductive composition, but our little figures down there had a narrative element. We're going to wrap up looking at this little gem if we can get some light in there. It's titled French Cooking. Rapid skin glue and pigment on hardback book cover. James Kalm reporting on Andrew Cranston, Waiting for the Bell, here at Karma. You can like this, share, link it up to all your social media sites. You can subscribe, and we ask you to leave your thoughts, ideas, comments, criticisms, ideas, place where you're making your comments from below. But mostly we just ask you to say, thank you, Kate. That was beautiful.
Very nice, man.
Thank you, thank you.